Beep beep. Meow meow bing. Bing bing. Bing bing. Yo! My old mic got ripped out of my headphones. But that's because that's supposed to happen. Don't think it was because that wasn't supposed to happen. Because my mic is unpluggable. But I'm not using that mic. I'm using my shirt mic that I attached to my mic. So it's a mic. Bow, 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 bow. I muted the audio so you guys won't be able to hear it. Bow, 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 bow. The Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Oh, that's not how you spell it. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. I'm playing the 2001 version. That's actually pretty cool. Bank. Did I ever turn down the volume on my TV? It might be fine. Do 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 do. Alright, I think I can turn the audio back on. Don't do that. Yeah, I felt like playing this game again. I can't remember if I played it on controller or not, but we'll find out. Turnabout Samurai, day 3. I don't know if I should make it day 4, but I thought it was day 3. October 19th, 3:27 p.m. right in law offices. That was a close one, huh, Mia? Did I say Mia or Maya? Really? Too bad. I'm sorry. I missed it. Maya! So what happened? Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. All I need is a motive and proof. Wow, good going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Initial trial? What's that? No, you can't voice act. Because you're a cat. There's no cat lines. Nope. Fine, since I'm doing just voices. Come on. That's the new court system. They introduced 2 or 3... I'm saying these lines completely wrong. That's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. So, under that system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. Well, we've no time to waste. Great. Mia's favorite potted plant. Maya has been watering it so much lately, it looks a little swollen. She's either trying to make it grow or she's perfecting her water torture technique. I think I've seen that before, read that before, but I'm just gonna go through it all to refresh my brain. It's a nice day outside. The hotel across the way is always full these days. There's the bellboy happily cleaning the room. A poster of an old movie that Mia liked. I was thinking I should go see it myself. Then I realized that the poster doesn't actually say the title of the movie. Mia's desk. Actually, it's my desk now. Sitting here always makes me feel like a professional. There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. Scarier still is the thought that I have to read all of these now. Boy! That's my new favorite word. For some reason, that's just all I've been saying. Okay, no one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. Time of death, 10:15 at 2:30 p.m. Cause pierced through the chest by a spear. He's dragging one leg. Trying to fix my mic, it's not okay, you're gonna have to get down. I'm sorry, but you just tangle up in the mic too much. He's dragging one leg. October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. What the fuck is BS? Okay, I definitely did not do this. Can I just click it? There. Backspace? Is that what that is? Hold on. Let me try again. Okay, it's backspace. I can work with it. Guide map to Global Studios. Okay, so it happened at Studio 2. Well, this is from the show. I don't know if it's been introduced in the game yet. It's been a bit. I'm trying to refresh my memory. But it happened at Studio 2. You know, I'm not going to say anything just in case. In case anyone watches this and they're like, what? Wait a minute! Samurai spear, the murder weapon. A break in the shaft has been mended with duct tape. Mr. Monkey's head blocked the path to the scene of the crime between 2:15 p.m. and 4 p.m. Path to Glory contains photos of every victory scene in every battle the Steel Samurai has won. New digital camera. Cody always carries it, though he's still learning how to use it. Okay. 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 Nope, don't want that. Backspace. Move. Actually, can I play this with the controller again? Actually, I don't know if I can. My USB port has been acting weird in my PC. Okay. Oh, okay. The Steel Samurai. I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume? Yeah. But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it? That's what we have to find out. The director's alibi. What happened with the director's testimony? Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer. Huh? Which means that the killer has to be one of them. Really? Why? because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2. This is actually good for, talking to her is actually really good for a refresh of memory, because she doesn't know what the fuck is going on. That's funny. Perfect time to come back, huh? It was meant to happen. Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where where that trailer is. What? Was Maya always this excitable? Any ideas? Well, have you noticed anything that might help us? I can't see what's going on when Mia's here. So no, I haven't noticed anything. Right. Maybe we should go talk to WP? Will Powers, is that his name? WP Powers, right. Okay, so I still have some memory. Some memory. What, can I present anything to her that might... Oh. How do I present it? Oh, E. Who would have thought that it was Jack Hammer inside, but why did he steal it? That's what I have to figure out. So is there anything I could show her, maybe? What about this? What do you think about this? It's the fanboy's prized possession. Wow, impressive! It's a little different from the Steel Samurai on TV. These are mostly taken at those PR shows they do at stores and fairs. I'm pretty sure it's not even Will Powers inside that suit. No true fan would be satisfied with anything less than the real thing. He's still a child, I suppose. I guess it takes an adult to appreciate the real deal, right, Nick? Yeah, whatever you say. What about the camera? This is Cody's... Hey! A digital camera! I'm impressed a kid like him would have something this expensive. Kids these days. I don't imagine sphere mediums in training get a lot of toys. Alright. I'm just trying to wrap my head around everything right now. Oh god, not her voice. That's gonna be wild. Here we go. How did I do his voice? I think I remember. October 19th, Detention Center Visitors Room. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today, thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed him in there. And could you wipe that grin off your face? AWP, only one day left. Let's make it count. Yes. Though there's not really anything I could do to help. I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. I forget how good this game is, if I'm honest. Smile for the camera, because I love the show. So just playing it and knowing what's about to happen, it's still enjoyable to me. This guard monitors the visitor's room. He seems frozen in awe of Will Powers. I mean, it's the third day? Third day, fourth day? I think it's the third. I don't know. I'm just going to put day 4. Because right now my information's off and my last stream said 2 and 3. Day 2 and 3. So I was like, yeah. Okay. So I guess we just talked to him, right? Producer Vasquez. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer? She's, well, respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. A genius. A genius? She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and... And what? Nothing, forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Well, that's actually good. Rumors will somewhat put us into the right directions. can you tell me anything about Mr. Manila? Oh, he used to be a miner, straight-to-video director. But something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Salmonella. I wonder if I'm doing the voice right. I'm trying to listen, but who knows? This should be fine. It's just hard to follow a voice I haven't done in a while. I'm not used to this kind of content either, but that's okay. I can't turn it down anymore. Just turn it off. It's still so loud. I mean, I know. I'm just gonna have to turn it down on right there. Just enough. Just enough. I don't want it to be overpowering. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. I can imagine being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping.
I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth.
Oh, yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I was started in this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global.
How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer.
He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global. 5 years ago. The music went quiet and it threw me off, because hearing my own voice when I do that, it's just weird to me. But I can't hear my own voice when I'm doing with how loud this audio is, so. Alright, let's see. What have I not presented to him already? Oh, shit. This? Here's that picture again. Is that really Jack Hammer inside that suit? He's the only one who it could have been. I have to. Hold on. I'm muting the audio. I have to go hear my voice. How I did it before. I have to. 'Cause it's just throwing me off right now. I swear it used to be much better, but I could just be overthinking it. Because I can mimic voices really well once I hear it, so if I can just get the idea somewhat, it won't be too bad. Oh, yeah, I was definitely doing it different. Yeah, let's see if I can get it right here. Right. Okay, yeah, I'm kind of doing it the same. I just think about it too much. Okay. He's the only one who it could have been. But why would he?
Yeah, why?
You're the medium. Why don't you summon up Mr. Hammer's spirit and ask him yourself?
Give me about 3 more years.
Look at us, the 2 novices. Yeah. I know when he... Here we go. Regarding the murder weapon. Yes? Is it heavy, that spear? It's pretty hefty, yeah. I don't think an average person would be able to swing it around effectively.
And that's the spear that broke or something during the morning run-through.
Oh yes, I goofed on a round kick, you see. It broke the spear. The security lady fixed it for me right away, though. With duct tape, we heard. Alright, he doesn't have anything to say about that. Ah, here we go. He hasn't seen this yet, has he? Have you seen this, Mr. Powers? What's that? That didn't sound right. I've never seen these steel samurais in my life. These are the steel samurais that appear at the live shows. Fanboy collected all of these pictures himself. Seeing things like this really makes me think. I mean so much to these kids, you know? Alright, and nothing about that. So we could just go back. Guess we don't have anything else to talk to her about. Now I can't wait to do the next voice. Oh, the security lady. Oh. October 19th, Global Studio's main gate. She's got nothing to say, huh? Oh my god. Oh my god. She has nothing to say. This is not like her.
The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick, I think her guard's down.
Yeah?
I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted.
How did I do her voice?
You eat? Whippersnapper. You eat, you die. Whew, she's alive.
Oh, I love this game so much. The security guard station. This old bag it's like junk food. There's a mountain of it on the desk in there. I can see the computer that runs the security cameras. The computer that runs the studio security cameras. Huh? It looks like it's been turned off for the day. An overhead map of the studios. Right from here is the employee area, to the left of the actual film studio. Okay. Looks like a studio van. They probably use it to carry around film equipment. Gotcha. The main entrance to the studios. They probably have a police officer on patrol out there. Alright, let's see if she'll talk to us. Oh, my mic just fell out again. My mic's gotta stop doing that, please. Okay, producer Vasquez. I was wondering about D. Vasquez, the producer.
Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. So she always gets her way.
She seems bitter. Yeah, after I remember the court. We definitely shut her up for a while.
Do you not like the producer?
Oh, she's bitter about that.
Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry.
Director Manila. Can I ask you about Sal Manila, the director?
Sal? He's soft. A pushover. Does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick?
No, it doesn't, Maya. Mr. Hammer. About Mr. Hammer.
I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer. He dragged his star down from the sky and stomped on it. Calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this.
Uh-oh, she's really pissed this time.
You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Power's costume so he would sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible.
Fucking love this game. Why did I stop playing it? Don't look at me like that. Cat's looking at me. Alright, what can I show? Miss Oldbag.
What? Get that filth out of my sight. And you're claiming claiming that's poor old Hammer in there. And I thought you were such an innocent youth. Bah!
Miss Oldbag, what do you think of this?
You think? I'm not in the mood for thinking thank you very much.
Oh, she's not mad. Okay. Okay. I think I did the voice for her pretty well, though. At least from what I remember. So nothing else to talk to her about? Talk to her with back to? Yeah, okay, we're moving. I guess we'll go to the employee area since that goes and gets cut off in one direction. October 19th, Global Studios employee area.
I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming just one time.
This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later.
I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right?
Uh-huh.
I wonder if there's any other clues lying around.
Yeah! No touching! Okay, now I have to really remember his voice. Oh boy. How the fuck am I gonna do this? Oh, wait, hold on. I forgot to do this. Oh, that's not supposed to be up either. There we go. No touching. I'll figure it out as I go. Eee! Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you.
Didn't mean I almost had a heart attack.
I guess I could be a... Oh, God. The cat. Alright. Ah, now I want to listen to his voice. I should have listened to the voices before I started the stream. I guess I can be a little dramatique at times. Is that how you actually spell dramatic?
I suppose it's the actor in me.
Dramatique. Okay, indeed.
Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table.
Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills?
Yeah, pal. Traces thereof. Yeah, pal. Traces thereof.
Don't know if I'm doing that. I shouldn't think about it too much. Alright, let's just look around then real quick before we provide him with any evidence. The grate that used to cover the drain. It's a little bent. I don't think it would fit if I tried to put it back on. That grate's still lying here.
Ah, they seen wisdom at last. They know if they fixed it, I'd just kick it off again.
That poor assistant. Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point?
It makes it a lot easier to go up hills.
Don't people cycle to get exercise? I do remember that. There's a half-finished backdrop for a stage here. It looks like a castle. Probably neo-old Tokyo castle. The remains of the employees' lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak. Okay. So... oh, that. That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment. Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh, it's so normal. The window into the dressing room. The glass is frosted, so I can't see inside. Will Powers. There's a sign on the dressing room door. Will Powers. It must be neat to be the star and have your own room like this. The door to the dressing room. It's not locked. Alright, back to talking to Detective Gumshoe. Oh wait, let's go back real quick because I don't like that I can't see him. There we go. It'd be weird to talk to him over there. The plate.
So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills. How?
For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts... Okay, I need to listen to that voice too. There's just no way I can do it. Hey, pal. Hey, pal. Hey, pal. I'm not trying to do it right now, but trying to find where we see him. Okay. Honest. Hey, looky here, pal. Maybe it's like that. I'll just look it over next time, and then I'll do some tweaks. I'm thinking too much. Stop doing that. Stop it. Get some help. Okay. This reacts to these sleeping pills. See? If there's traces, it'll change color.
Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for?
Now. Everything in due time, pal. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, all right. So the food on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. All right. Stick plate added to the court record. Found in employee area. On it are traces of sleeping pills and a large bone. The investigation. How goes your investigation? To tell you the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. And some people don't think we should switch suspects.
What do you think, Detective Gumshoe?
Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. Don't feel bad for him. You're doing the right thing. You have to think truthfully. Honestly, that's how it works in this system. How's Edgeworth doing, anyway? Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room, and he crushed this paper cup with hot coffee in it. Whoa. Talk about burns, pal.
Wow, the fury of Edgeworth.
Yeah, crushing paper cups. Bottles? Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim, Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle.
So that means...
Yep, it sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right. Sleeping pill bottle added to the court record. Found on a table in the employee area. Bears Jack Hammer's fingerprints. Woo-wee. Getting somewhere. Alright. Okay. I like that they do that, so it makes it easy. It's looking like Will Powers was drugged. I'm going to go back to the precinct to do some more detailed tests.
You're being very free with your information today, Detective.
Well, don't go telling anyone this, pal. But I was kind of impressed at today's trial, too. Most lawyers would have given up after that director's testimony. I think if it'd been anyone up but you up there, Powers would be done for... Okay. I think if it'd been anyone but you up there, Powers would be done for by now. Detective, about that bottle. Oh, that? Talk about embarrassing, pal. I can't believe I missed that on my first sweep for evidence. Don't know how I can apologize to Mr. Edgeworth. Must be tough being a detective with all that responsibility. That is true. He does have to be accurate with this stuff, but I mean, at the same time, it helps our case. Oh, blush. Alright, going back. So, there's nothing else to talk to him about. And guess we just go to the dressing room at this point. Please don't be... Oh. Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? Why? But WP's innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But this week is the last episode of the Steel Samurai. What? No! Oh my god, I didn't have audio on. I'm a dumb. Alright, there we go. I keep turning it off too much, so that was on me. But at least I got that awesome no action. Alright, it's locked. I guess he doesn't open his window much. It is kind of dusty outside. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Oh, sorry. I haven't cleaned up there yet. There's a box for snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees. It's completely empty. I could feel Maya's eyes burning into the back of my neck. It's Power's bag. I put all of WP's personal belongings in there. You'll be able to come pick them up, right? I'm sure he'll come, yes. There's an array of cosmetics here. This is the wig used in Samurai Boogie Woogie. Wow, you remembered, Nick. Thanks to you. They always have mirrors like this in the dressing rooms. I always check my hairdo when I look in the mirror. Not quite as spiky as usual, I see. It's hard not to like want to check your hair when you walk by a mirror. At least my hair. My hair is a mess. Alright, I guess we just talk to Penny. Mr. Hammer. I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes? On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai's costume, too! What? Nah, it's fine. Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh. I guess the rumor must be true then. The rumor? Yeah, Miss Vasquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything, she said. Apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt. You know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too. The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set, then? The last episode. What do you mean, the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No! Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Studio policy. Why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore? The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you know? You understand?
How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai?
It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow.
No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something.
Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. What am I going to... Wait. Oh, the scrapbook. And this is... A fan collected all of these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be canceled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone.
You're right. Okay, but what can I do?
Well, for starters, you could tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago.
Okay.
Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago?
Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently, 5 years ago, someone died. And it was Hammer's fault. Someone died?
It was an accident, of course.
Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up.
And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer.
And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public?
Well, you know Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out.
I see.
You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studio. She was here at the studios back then, you know? Thanks, we'll try asking her. If she'll talk. Woo! Alright, can I show her any evidence? So this photo is Mr. Hammer all along. It seems that way. Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Wow. It must have taken him forever to collect all these.
Kids love the Steel Samurai.
They do, don't they? What's that? An empty bottle of sleeping pills with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. Now I'm really confused. Thank you, Penny. Alright, Miss Oldbag.
What are you still slinking around?
What? Oh, no.
What? You're still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer! It's all due to Hammer!
She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Oh.
Maybe we should keep a safe distance?
Well, 5 years ago. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Oh, boy.
Who told? Who did you hear that from?
Huh?
Nichols! Nichols? Nichols. Penny Nichols. That assistant we talked to.
Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he?
Whippersnappers? Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that and a recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun.
No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers.
And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume? You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof?
Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume, huh? I have proof. I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. I could prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. Would it be the bottle or the plate? I think the bottle. Here's my proof.
What? What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove?
It's a bottle of sleeping pills with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it.
What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's your proof that he used those pills on Powers?
Okay, well, here's the proof. Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct?
Well, yes, so?
This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. She's not freaking out.
I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul.
This old bag?
Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in.
This old bag?
You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia.
Whoa.
She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant to harm anyone.
Miss Oldbag.
Hold on a minute.
Poor Miss Oldbag.
Here, take this.
A photograph?
Oh.
Wait a second.
This is the picture.
Is this the trailer in Studio 2?
Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor and the man fell onto the flower box fence.
But how did you get this?
It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it.
I understand. 5-year-old photo added to the court record. Yo! Oh, whoops. So we're already getting places. He's the next thing involving Jack Hammer. Present. Dang, her energy's so different from the show, I feel like. Well, it's been a while since I've seen the show.
Poor old Hammer. He was a big star. The biggest. That accident 5 years ago is what did him in. He wanted to hide it. He didn't want anyone to know. Poor silly old Hammer. If he had just come out and confessed, then Vasquez wouldn't have gotten her claws into him.
Okay. So nothing else to talk about, and she doesn't want to talk about anything else either. To Studio 1. October 19th, Studio 1 entrance. Who are we about to talk to?
Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2?
Right.
But why?
I wonder if someone called him. Like the director or the producer. The mascot of Global Studios. Apparently its name is Mr. Monkey. Mr. Monkey. I'm bushed. Maybe I'll sit down here for a bit.
This is exactly why I don't want to get old, ever. Hey, I'm still young. I'm just tired. Nick, when you start having to say I'm still young, you know it's all over.
but I am still young. I fucking love this game. Studio 2 is down that way. Studio 2, the real scene of the crime.
Say, Nick, how did you figure that out again?
Well, actually, it's a long story. I'll tell you another time.
Aww.
The security camera takes photos of everyone who comes through the gate. Doesn't seem to be switched on today. It probably would be important for it to be switched on. But it is suspicious that they're off.
It says welcome.
They let people in here when they're not filming, right?
Nick, let's come here someday. What do you say?
Sure, if Miss Oldbag will let us in. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. I don't have that card key anymore, so I can't go in there today. Oh, so we can only go to Studio 2 then. Interesting. Interesting. Guess we're going to outside Studio 2. Oh, her voice is weird. It shouldn't be. Well, I think I got it.
Hey, Nick, it's Miss Vasquez. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. A light van for moving staff and equipment around. They kept it in pretty good shape. Looks like it'd run fine.
Well, let's go for a drive.
Sure, if I had a license.
Nick, you don't have a driver's license?
But look, I have this.
Why are you showing me your attorney's badge, Nick?
An incinerator. Apparently they just put this one in. It's already covered in soot. They must not clean it much. Or we could look at it. That's suspicious. Okay. This is where Salmonella and D. Vasquez ate. There's nothing left on the plates.
Hey, so they ate T-bone steaks too.
Something wrong?
I don't know. I'm getting this funny feeling. Something about this just feels odd, you know?
Can't say that I do. Oh yeah, I could slide. Whoop. And there's some flowers here.
Wow, it's so pretty. They're taking good care of these.
Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous. Well, we just had the photo. Isn't that supposed to be blood? They're just painted like that? Or I don't know. I can't remember. Okay, let's see. On closer inspection, this trailer looks like it's been here for a while. I don't think this is part of some temporary film set. These look like materials for making a movie set.
They've been sitting here for quite some time. This might as well be a junkyard.
The trailer door, it's unlocked, so I can go in. Alright, let's see if we can try to talk to her then. Mr. Hammer.
Excuse me? Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and...
Shh.
Eh?
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you.
Do something, Nick! She's really ticking me off!
Oh dear. Will Powers.
Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai.
I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai.
You did it! Nick, she did it! She's the killer! My Fae blood speaks to me. I know it. I know it.
Oh dear. Is that all we're gonna say? Director Manila. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manila? If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer. By yourselves. Oh dear. Alright, we'll go talk about it to the trailer. Or Mr. Manila, who I figure is probably in there. How did I do his voice? Oh boy.
Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny, it still seems pretty messy in here.
I guess she was still on a high from getting that rare card she needed. Alright. I guess Mr. Manila isn't in here. Good. Oh, he's too uncomfortable. I can do his voice, but the stuff he says. It looks like they were designing a set to use for the Steel Samurai show. They've got some figures for how much the set costs. I can't believe they spend that much money on those sets. The Singing Samurai. An old movie poster. The Singing Samurai, starring Jack Hammer. What the hell do samurai sing about? Chopping off heads?
Oh my god! That movie was the best! It's about a samurai who sings his way to fame and fortune. Mr. Hammer was a very accomplished singer, you know.
Singing Samurai stars. What's next? Ninja Ballet? Samurai Summer, starring Jack Hammer. This poster's quite old.
Wow, it's been years since I saw that show. It was one of those typical summer romance stories, but it was great.
Typical summer romance with a samurai and a horse? Dynamite Samurai, an old movie poster. Dynamite Samurai, starring Jack Hammer. Guess Mr. Hammer used to be quite the star. Trash bin. Nothing in here that could be a clue. Just some paper cups and crumpled documents. You know, crumpled documents doesn't sound like nothing at the same time, but... This is where they had that meeting. There are documents and paper cups scattered around. Okay. The glass is frosted. I can't see outside. This far in October, the dimming daylight makes it feel like the winter's coming. Feel like winter's coming, not the winter. Alright, so there's not really much in here then? What else could I do, I guess? Nothing. Guess we just... Oh, I didn't show her evidence. Or present anything to her. Alright, I don't remember. She's not even looking. Okay, hey, you look.
Why are you showing that to me, Nick?
Wait. She's not even looking. Okay, hey, you. Hey, you look. Okay, I think we're just trying to get her attention by just showing her random stuff. Okay, so she's not even reacting to the new evidence about... Oh, I know what she'll react to. Oh, I forgot about it. Take this! Really? Where? Where? What? Where did you get that? Well... Old bag. Old?
She means is that the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick.
Right. Anyway, Miss Vasquez. You hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. The huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more. Inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer. You came. Well then. What was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kids shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now. Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh? I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But, you were the cause! You pressured him! You'd think it was just an accident. Excuse me? What is this all about? You keep saying accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think, what would it be if it wasn't an accident? No way! You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That is what I mean. That is what I mean. That is what I... How do I want to do a voice? That is what I mean. I'll be right back. That is what I mean. Okay, I'll just have to do it like that, but it sounds very close to Penny's. That is what I mean.
Wow!
Alright. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have left me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammer's, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hands. She did. Gave him a few bruises too. So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy. But he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me, now.
What? This is valuable evidence, boys.
Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow. How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away.
No! Hold it right there! I heard everything, pal! D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now!
Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then. In court. I'll be looking forward to it.
Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry, I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing.
Detective Gumshoe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was really scared.
Huh? Don't mention it, pal. I'm just doing my job.
Detective Gumshoe?
Sorry. Sorry, it's just, I've wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon.
Alright, is it court time? Court time, please. I love the court time.
Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this.
And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez. To be continued. Trial day. Trial day. We're doing trial day. We're doing trial day. Yeah. Save. 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 So I just keep saving here? I guess so. The selected save data. Final day. I might as well update that. Can I only update it on Twitch at least? I'll just do, instead of day 4, I'll just put final day. Just so that it just wraps everything up. Because that day 3 was like the other half of one of the other parts, so might as well. It's still technically day 4, but let's just do that. Okay, cool. Cool, 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 cool. Loving the game. Love the game. Loving the game. Love the game. October 20th, 10 a.m. at District Court, courtroom number 4. Okay. Court. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Oh, God! These voices! The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls Miss D. Vasquez to the stand. Misty Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. In the Studio 2 trailer that day. Maybe I should do it like deeper like that. Will the witness state her name and occupation? D. Vasquez. I'm a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder.
Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay.
Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. Witness testimony. Here we go, here we go, here we go. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp. 12 o'clock sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. That's all. Maybe I should make it like more breathy. Breathy, not seductive, but more like in that direction. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you? The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. Thought it might be risky to walk. What's with that monkey's head toppling over? Manila used this van to drive Vasquez to Studio 1 after the meeting in the trailer. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it.
Cross-examination. Let's go. Entered the trailer a little before noon. Let me look at my evidence. Dragging one leg. October 15th, 2 p.m. That's in the photo. Cause of death at 2:30. 2 p.m., 2:30. Pierced by the chest by a spear. Guide map to Global Studios. 2:15 for... 2:15. Okay, I've got all my evidence. Now let's do this. By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop at the employee area? No. Are you always this terse? Yes. Oh dear. I mean, it's actually a good strategy in court. Apparently, like, just not giving any information could really throw someone off. At the same time, it's bad, though, if you're on the losing end, I guess. But the way she's playing it is definitely safe. Okay, so the meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. 12 sharp, ended at 4. Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Come on! Let's talk a bit more about that. The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony. The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah, she's enjoying this. And please, stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears. sometime. Okay. Used to be a rehearsal afterwards. Okay. And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. Maybe you could try remembering? No. The meeting ended at 4, and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times. You would think? Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. I was fatigued. I don't need to read that. Hold on! You had Sal take you? What does that mean? It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van. Oh, alright. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. In the meeting? Objection! You went outside to eat. And what were you doing? And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oops. It was a 15-minute break. On the table, I T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. Just going to do that to everything. Maybe I shouldn't do it like that at first. Maybe I should try to actually see if I could solve it without doing that. But sometimes you can't continue unless you do this. Like, get more information. So I'm just getting more information as best I can. Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal. No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. One person is enough. If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. I had some evidence that proved she didn't eat that steak. Well, Nick, find anything? Kind of wish she'd say a little more. It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said. Somewhere. So some evidence that she did not eat the T-bone steak. Oh, okay, so we're at the end. Sal and I ate the T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer, so let's try to present something that might help. What time did she say she went on the break? At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Fatigued, there was to be a rehearsal afterwards. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. Okay. Manila uses van to drive us to the 3-1 after the meeting in the trailer. That was when the head was moved, though. Ended at 4, there was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. 2:30. Took a 15-minute break. Okay, so she was 2:30, took a 15-minute break in the meeting. So I T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. Proof that she didn't have time to eat the steak. It wouldn't be the van, right? So far, something's telling me to use this. But I don't know where to use it. So, I'm gonna go back. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. What if I present it here? No. Yeah. I just wanted to give that a shot. Alright, there was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. Fatigued. So I T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. 2:30, took 15. I was fatigued. There was to be a rehearsal at 12 sharp. Ended at 4. I guess there, but we're trying to look for evidence to how she wouldn't have time. This is probably going to be stupid, but let's see what happens if I do this. Nope, figured. Yep. I guess I am on the wrong track. We can save, right? I'm gonna need to save. Because if I do lose this, I don't want to start over. Okay. Back. 15-minute break. T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. What am I missing? Because the photo won't be of use right now. That was 5 years ago. We're trying to prove something else in her testimony. How can I prove that she was not... You know, let me question her about that again. Let me see if I can somewhat... If someone can verify this out. I mean, someone imprisoned enough. Murder during that break. She wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. I had some evidence that proved she didn't eat that steak. I had some evidence that proved she didn't eat that steak. Pretty used to being the boss, but I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said somewhere. Noon. A little before noon. I'm not smart. I guess it would have to be that, right? Because how would she get the food? Yeah, let's go for it. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. I don't know if I already did this, but let's go for it. Alright, alright, alright. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. I fucked up. Maybe it's in... I am thinking. I can't remember how they got the food. But... didn't think so. Alright. Alright, we're just gonna have to go through completely. Because I know they find anything. Kind of wish she'd say a little bit more. It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss, but I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said somewhere. Enter the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. It kind of sucks not being able to know the other information I had. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I want to see what she says after this. I've forgotten. The meeting ended at 4 and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I think it was between those times. 4 to 5, okay. Would it have to be that? I would assume so. But no, that doesn't really help what we're trying to... Fragment one leg, that was a 2. Rehearsal 4, 5. I already did that right there. I am not smart. During that 15-minute break, she wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. I had some evidence that proved she didn't eat that steak. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. I swear if it's the right answer. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that! Bam! And I have lost. I will figure this out myself. I fucked up. Load. There has to be something. I guess I'll just refresh my memory on these. What are you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. You're a tough cookie to crack. Oh. Back. Maybe. Oh! Oh! At 2:30 we took a 15 break meeting. Basically the time of the crime, huh? Objection! I probably used it at the wrong time. Hold on. I think I was supposed to use it on the last one. It would make sense. Alright, present. Because you need a 15-minute break to do this! I was wrong! Almost, though. Almost. Wait, I did use this, right? I'm gonna do it one time. Alright, yeah, I'm going to load. I am not smart. That was really it? Ha! As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not! What's this? Oh, I forgot the voices. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer. So I had the right idea, but just... yeah. I had the right idea, I just wasn't thinking about it being a T-bone steak. I forgot that I did see the plates cleaned off, and it was unusual compared to the other plates. So yeah, I just missed that greatly. Damn, how little evidence can matter. Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Miss Vasquez? Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You ate the bone too. It could just be that she ate a boneless steak. No, she didn't eat the steak, because then she wouldn't have made the mistake of calling it a T-bone steak. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator. I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? Meeting the Steel Samurai. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Order! Are you saying? Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Mr. Wright! Isn't that a little presumptuous? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it. Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh, yes. The samurai spear? Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? You couldn't, could you? I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Huh. You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning? The samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. Because this proves it! Wrong, Mr. Wright. I haven't said anything yet. I know you well enough by now to know when you're going to present the wrong evidence. I can sense it too, with my fey blood. Okay, so I picked the wrong evidence. Enough with all the sensing. But it makes sense! Right, okay, here's the real evidence, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as a murder weapon, because it has duct tape. I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. not so fast. Remember that this spear broke during the morning action scene run-through. Did someone fix the spear? It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this? Through the chest. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence. I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell, what was? How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer? I can tell you. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then. Finally, I can use it. Look at this photo. What's this? What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. Order! Order! If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it. See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? What? Are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Has happened again! Mr. Wright, continue! It's 2:30 p.m. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Misty Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that caused another man to die. 5 years ago! Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Oh, very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny that what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1? And returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes, from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? She had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands? For instance? Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it then.
Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body.
Obviously this. Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1. And you used the studio van to do it! Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. Hold on, Wright. Don't forget, it was Sal Manella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? Of course he wasn't. Of course he wasn't. Ha! So without Mr. Manella noticing anything, she put the body in the van, then managed to put the body into the costume? Are you seriously suggesting that is possible? Of course I'm not serious. Okay, so never mind. I was kidding to lighten up the proceedings. I forgot that he'd do anything for her. He gets stepped on, for Christ's sake. Lighten? You can't lighten up a murder.
Mr. Wright, the court requests you refrain from making claims in jest.
Yes, Your Honor. Of course Sal Manella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Which makes sense. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez? Shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun. I win? So what happens next? Don't question me. Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? I lost, something like that. I just said that. Wait, so you mean D. Vasquez, so it was you? You killed Jack Hammer? Who can say? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright? We just engaged in a battle of wits. In the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? What?
Order! Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts?
Of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now? But it was a possibility. If she were to testify again, it wouldn't help because her previous test, she'd just say the same thing. But if I just flat out say it was her, do I have the evidence? Let me look in the court record. What could I use? Well, that wouldn't matter anyway. I mean, that technically is the evidence, but is that enough? But we already showed that. I want to be able to do this first try. That's why I'm thinking so hard about it. There's not really anything I could do, though. Miss Vasquez, you did it! That wasn't a question. Did you do it? No.
Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor?
I'm not sure that question helped this court get any closer to a verdict.
Yeah, I thought so. Can she testify again? I mean, at the same time, I'd like you to testify again. Testify again? Let me let Mr. Wright think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. That's what I said. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn. Come so far only to fail. Oh, okay, so maybe I was supposed to pick that.
As it seems, there are no further questions. I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez.
Uh-oh. He's about to help.
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth?
No, I keep on doing it.
I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. I see. Very well. Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again.
It's funny that he's actually trying to help now. You are the prosecutor, what? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness.
I just want to hear your testimony again.
Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes.
Mr. Edgeworth, I too see a little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about?
Well, yes,
Indeed. Verily, I say. Ergo. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After?
Why am I forgetting his voice?
After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter.
Nick! Why did Edgeworth... Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. But wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that? Edgeworth. I think he's being inspired. Kind of went down a little differently in the game. Or in the show. Like, no, it definitely went down the same way, but the reaction was obvious. Like, Phoenix knew what he was trying to do for Phoenix. Or what Edgeworth was trying to do for Phoenix. Like, give him more time or give him something to think about. After finding the body. I was with Sal in the old bag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady, old bag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. Went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home.
I see. No issue raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Okay, Nick, we're close. Real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick.
Right! I think I already have an idea. So, I'm assuming... Called the police, and Powers showed up. The security lady... I want to see the first thing. Well, there's a lot of questions. You called the police and Powers showed up. Okay, so they found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. Immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. What was everyone else doing at that time? No one said a thing. It was silent. Completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry, I'm late. Then silence. Dead silence. Silence. Hey, Nick. Why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up. Well, if she said everyone was silent, then... Old bag, the security lady. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She said because she saw him going towards the studio. Right, the Steel Samurai. Press harder. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's words? Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all this after the fact. That photograph, meaning the one taken by the security camera? She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. I don't think there's anything in there I could use. Okay, why were you asked to be left out of the proceedings? You asked to be left out? Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned. I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting, there was no way we could have been involved. Thus, they covered for us. Covered for you? Or covered it up for you? Must have been a lot of writing on it with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. The script and your direction notes? Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Press harder. She wouldn't need him if he's dead. Wait a second! I thought you came to the studio 1 for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder, after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Yeah, I guess. But then why would you go grab it?
Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please continue.
Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness's last statement.
Huh?
Think. Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to known about the murder before going to Studio One. Good point.
Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth! What have you just said? Is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you just thinking of a career change to defense?
I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me.
So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense? What kind of court is this? No matter. I think he misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal.
Because of his broken leg. Or his injured leg.
Very well, the witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason.
I knew that hammer was injured. And couldn't do any action scenes. So I left them behind. Wait for the trailer to get my script and... Yes, we left out of the proceedings. But that still raises the question. The script in your direction notes. Yes. I guess not. Press harder. So doing for rehearsal. Why didn't you bring the script in? No. Are we going through this whole thing again? I'm going through this whole thing again. I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Ms. Vasquez, do you have an explanation? Okay, so I knew that hammer was injured. Guess we'll press it. There's not anything I can do. Oh, that's right. She wasn't there. How did you know about the injury?
How did I know? Sal, you told me.
Sal, the director.
You have to find something to peg this on her. Here. Or everything we've done till now will have been wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him.
Security. Towers, call the police. Alright, guess we'll have to do something here. That hammer was injured? She just messed up. It's Will Powers that got injured. You didn't know shit, my guy. You didn't know shit. You didn't know shit. Present that shit. You knew that hammer was injured. Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. But what? Haha.
Mr. Wright, explain yourself.
Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? I already said it. Said it was Sal who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manella was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez, you saw Hammer limping. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manella. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes.
Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured?
Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers.
Ah.
And when was he doing this? Well, it would have had to been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2 where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in that Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning.
Order! Order! I will have order!
God, my throat. Witness? Can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing.
Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? Is there a reason? If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive?
Of course I can prove it. Okay, I have proof, and I'll show it to you. I present to the court evidence as to Miss Vasquez's motive in this murder. And it'll be the very thing that puts you into the ground. I already know what it is. I'm just looking at everything. This is my proof.
This is the photo from before.
This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day, 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day. Bringing us to the present day, Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly, it was a constant source of shame for the X-Star.
One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez. Not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have?
Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine.
Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for the murder.
She had no motive. She had no motive, Your Honor.
What's that now?
It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What's that now? What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. What? 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 I thought it was her for a moment, so I'm trying to practice his voice as well. It's hard. Your Honor! Because I've gotten Phoenix down to a T, I feel like. Okay. Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then, Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill D. Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. She's about to snap that thing. Woo! It's fun. I really like talking like that. The confidence in knowing a murder. So, you did do it, didn't you?
Yes. I am guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance! There's blood everywhere! We're too late!
Ah, Miss Vasquez. What happened here? I don't know who's talking. Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Okay. Manuel. Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm.
No. How could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No! Manuel!
Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez.
No!
I'm thinking this is right.
Please don't die. Please.
Because maybe she was, like, you know, normal before it happened. But, you know, certain things can change people.
Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose. Again.
This game is so fucking good!
Mr. Edgeworth, where's D. Vasquez?
In the waiting lobby, Your Honor. As calm and collected as ever.
I see. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
It appears you have brought about yet another miracle.
I thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. He should be found so is only natural, not a miracle.
Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty.
Woo! Where did he come from? Oh, okay, they swapped.
That is all. This court is adjourned. This court is adjourned.
October 20th, 1:12 p.m. The District Court Defendant Lobby Number 3.
I don't know what to say. Thank you so much.
I'm just glad you're okay.
Yes, but it's sad. I know that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez. But to think that he tried to frame me for the murder, it makes me sad. Tell me why.
Tell me why?
Mr. Right. Huh? Tell me! Why? Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me?
Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because...
Sorry? What does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean, Maya? Nick, you know that problem of yours. Nick, you know that problem of yours? That problem where you present evidence that makes no sense? You're doing it again. Oh. Really? Congratulations, WP.
Oh, thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and...
Wait, was there no evidence? Or did I just get it wrong? Why he would want to frame him? Maybe there wasn't. Maybe I was thinking too much? I mean, that was the only thing that made sense to me. Maybe it was the fame? That makes the most sense to me. But the frame Vasquez... Yeah, because he would have to... The frame willpower specifically, I guess I don't know. But I guess the pills maybe? Was there any evidence? I don't know. I just felt like there was evidence. Guess not.
I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and... Is something wrong?
No, of course not. Nick, Edgeworth.
Whoa! 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 Say something, right? I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What?
That was too bad, Edgeworth.
You don't waste any time gloating, do you?
No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers.
Edgeworth.
I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar! Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years.
Meet again?
However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I'm saddled with unnecessary feelings.
Unnecessary feelings?
Yes, unease and uncertainty.
Aren't those kinds of necessary?
They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix, right? Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you.
Okay.
Mr. Wright? Oh, I'm too tired. Was that guy your friend?
What? Friends? As if. They're rivals. Rivals! Right, Nick?
For now we are, I guess.
Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick, tell me, what's the deal with you and Edgeworth?
Are we gonna learn? And so the curtain closed on another trial. I guess he never said. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kids shows again. The Pink Princess.
Nick! This is it! The new show starts today! You're going to watch it with me, right?
I'll admit it. I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it.
You have to buy trading cards too, okay? We have to trade with Cody and that assistant.
Fine, fine, I'll do it.
Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again in The Pink Princess? Are you kidding me?
Wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. Don't think the world is ready for the real Will Powers. Don't tell me he's the Pink Princess. As long as he doesn't have to voice, I think we're good. Okay, okay. Where are we going to? Wait. How many chapters are there? Turnabout. Goodbyes. What murder was this? This isn't the one I'm thinking of, is it? Well, I guess I won't go into it right now then. Maybe they cut down a lot of the cases from the show. That could be it, because I swear, if this is what I think it is very soon. Very soon. But if not, I'm thinking it might be something else. It's been a while since I watched the show. I mean, it was kind of towards the end of last year, but trying to remember exact details is tough, which is good. Which is good. Oh, I can't remember everything because then I actually get to use my brain rather than know the answer to everything. And I kind of do, but, you know, trying to prove it is another thing. Because even Phoenix Wright knows, and he still has to prove it, right? That's the tough part. The defense job is tough. But, I don't know. I kind of want to see. You know what? Yeah, I saved it at the point we'll be able to see it again. For right now, I just want to see how it starts. Because they always show, like, a bit of the murders, right? It's been, what, 15 years? About that. Yeah, no way. How much I've suffered. You've suffered. I remember this, but I can't remember who it could have been. Oh! I remember now. Okay, nope, that's all we get. I kind of remember. Funny enough, I keep saying that. But I just can't remember if I know who the true murderer is. Because I have a guess on who... If this is going the way I think it is, I know who the murderer is. But if not, that's the thing. Because I can't remember if it's another case that brings about everything. But I think it is another case. It would have to be.
either way, I guess that's it. You already saved. I want to go through that again. So, that'll be the end of this. I'm going to just end it, say goodbye right now, because there's not really much for me to say right now. Can't wait to do more. Don't know when I'll do a Dead Space rerun. I just took a break because I didn't have a lot of time to really stream for a long while with Dead Space, because I want to at least get through half of the game before, like, you know, saving and then calling it a day. If I couldn't like do a full run. So I thought this was a good game to take a break, and I am glad I did. That was fun. That was fun. But yep, that's it. Thank you for watching, anyone in the future. Not a lot of people actually watch the stream, but that's okay. I'm just kind of keeping these streams as more of like logs now, and I just stream for people on Twitch that might join. So future stuff, like who knows, people might enjoy it later on if anything were to happen with my channel. Kind of talking big for a small timer, huh? Yeah, that's right. I don't know. I'm just doing it for fun, playing any game I kind of just feel like playing, and then just, I don't know, playing it in my own way. And then if people join, okay. People don't, oh well. I used to have like a whole strategy, a whole, like, you know, always upload during these days, do that, but there was no point of me doing that at all. So at this point, I'm just streaming any game that I have, because I have a bunch of unplayed games, a bunch that I bought and have not touched because I wanted to stream them, record them, whatever. Now I'm changing that up. I'm just going to stream every game I have now, just because there's just no point in me recording and uploading it to a dead channel, basically. So streaming is more of a case for, like, you know, opportunity, I guess. I don't know why I'm explaining myself. I just talk. My brain does that. I just talk. I can't help but to talk sometimes. ADHD brain is crazy! Okay, I'm going. Goodbye!